Hi everybody, welcome back. I did not close out the other video because I wasn't sure if I was leaving, but I ended up extending my stay here in Dallas. I just wanted more time to lock in and grab an opportunity, but so far so good. Been having a little bit of fun here and there, and as you saw. And then right now, I didn't vlog for like a couple days, so like over the weekend, just because it would have just been a boring vlog. Like I was just like doing a bit of work. Yeah, just on the computer doing a little work here and there. But I'm just like wanting to make sure that I secure an apartment and I secure an opportunity before I go back. That way I can be ready to like pack and get more prepared about moving. But so far so good, making progress. I extended my stay until like next Sunday, so the 30th. And the weather is nice. It's 80 degrees, it'll be 90 tomorrow. So, you know, aside from putting in the work, I'll be enjoying the weather and obviously taking you along with me. And yeah, so right now I just got a client to book a trip. So I haven't told you all, but I am a new travel agent, and I'm so excited about this. This is like a part of like my dream lifestyle. I want to be a travel agent and my wellness brand. So it's just like perfect for me. But as well as like a financial advisor. So I'm doing a bit of a few things, just diversifying my income, diversifying my life, my skills and all of that. But so far it's just like I'm really building my dream life right now, and it's going pretty good. I feel like I'm recreating a new life right now. So yeah, I'm going to work on planning this person's trip right now. I'm looking for resorts and places to stay. So this is like what I call fun, and then other people maybe call tedious and everything. But hey, if you are looking for a travel advisor, I'm your girl. I will put my business links in the description. So if you don't feel like planning your trips or doing all that tedious work, leave it up to me, because I can go through. I'm very thorough, very detailed, and also like I enjoy planning from beginning to end. And yeah, so like I'll take real good care of you. a spicy stir fry, pretty much, with white rice.
This is the current fried.
Another day, another takeout. So I'm trying, obviously, a new restaurant because it's not in Ohio, but Talking Tacos. I got some chips and guac. And some Southwest tacos. So I got some Southwest tacos. Apparently I didn't know I got the deal, but I just thought it came with 3 tacos and I wanted additional chips and guac. But it's all good because I know I'll still be hungry after this, so that is why I'm gonna have some snacks. Little bit of something else. But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Little retail therapy. That's we about to go to like a nice little event tomorrow, a little brunch event. So we're gonna get something nice to wear and maybe a few other outfits. Close the fitting room door, the door closed, and I'm just like front of the store. This is one of the outfits that I'm trying on. I'm trying a bunch of others, I'm at a 0.5, so like this. Getting a little workout in for tonight. I got a lot of bloating going on. event on the third floor? Okay. Thank you.
We're gonna get started in a minute, but I do have my amazing photographer, Dylan, on the camera. And if you guys want any like solo photos, he's going to be, y'all can go outside and get some.
You know, you never know what you may be good at, so.
I love that, mommy. She learns from the younger generation. I love that.
We have one more up here.
Okay, we have one more up here, Stanley.
Hi, my name is Lavette Flanagan, and I was sharing with the table that I would say if there's an opportunity to get a piece of property, I would definitely do that. My husband and I decided to do that some time ago to make real estate one of our retirement income streams. And as I am about 3 years from retirement, we have properties that are about to be paid off, and all we need to do now is just collect money.
Ching, ching, ching. I love that. And I just want to throw in a little plug, a little, what do you call that? A shameless plug. If y'all need property, you have to call me. I'm your realtor girl, okay? I'm your realtor girl. What is a bold business or career move you've been afraid to make, but know you need to? Bold business or career move you've been afraid to make, but know you need to. Does anybody want to share that? Anybody? Or for y'all who I know have businesses, I can definitely, bring the mic over.
Okay, my name is Denise Montgomery, and my goal, something I've been wanting to venture into, is investment properties. Also uplifting women, like I kind of want to do a lot of things, but I feel like I'll be really good at it. But the big thing right now is investing in commercial properties and then just flipping properties.
Nice. Love that. Thank you.
My name is Little Coleman. Was married. We had a Ice Crazy ice cream trailer that did really well, and I had to sell it in the divorce. So I'm actually saving to pay cash to do it again because it was great. So,
Wow. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, anybody else? One last person.
My name is Daphne Williams. I have worked over 30 years of my life. I was forced to do an early retirement, and so I'm stepping out on faith and I'm starting a mobile notary business called Bear Witness.
I love that. So if y'all need mobile notary, shout out to Miss Daphne. So I'm gonna have a few my highlighted speakers come up, and we're gonna start getting into like some questions. But I'm also gonna keep the floor open. So if you guys have any questions, you're able to ask. And if you guys have any input, for those of you I don't know, and you might have your own businesses and might be able to give some advice or anything like that, I'd love to hear what you have too. So my highlighted speakers that I have for my business portion, I have my best friend, Miss A.K. Boteo. I'm gonna let her tell her about herself, but she can come up here. And then I have my sister in Christ, Banks. If you could come up here. Anybody see the other microphone? Never mind, we got it. Okay, so I'm also a business entrepreneur myself, but I wanted to have other women that could shed some light, because I know, even though not many wanted to share that their bold business moves, I know a few of y'all have some businesses that y'all want to start and all the things. So I wanted to have some these ladies come up here and just share share their stories. And I'm also going to mix some mommy questions in here for those who are mommies, because we all go through life, and sometimes we just need encouragement and to uplift others. So give us a 2-minute quick intro about yourself with giving us a little bit about your history. Quick, brief. Just this is right now just just who you are, your background, your businesses, and that stuff.
All right, now I don't know if I got 2 minutes for y'all, but so my name is AK. I am a mother of 3. My oldest daughter is 5, and my twins, they're 11 months today. And I think I'm the person she was talking about when she says serial entrepreneur. So I have 4 businesses right now that I am running. So I'm pretty busy and just finding a good work-life balance between being a mom, being a business owner, being a good woman, being a good friend, sister, whatever that might be. But so I'm pretty focused right now, like running my businesses. I'm pretty sure she'll have us dive into that in a minute, but I have a beauty salon with Salon Suites. I have a logistics company with box trucks. I also have a general contracting company. We remodel and renovate homes. And then right now I just started a commercial cleaning company. So I have a lot of stuff going on right now, but if anybody has any questions, I would love to share any kind of knowledge that I've gotten these years. And I've had a lot of highs and a lot of lows. So I'm an open book, and that's about me.
I love that, Miss AK. Okay, and Britt, can you give us a quick 2 minutes of who you are, your businesses, and
Hello, everyone. My name is Brittany. You'll hear a lot of people call me Brit, which is totally fine. I am originally from California. I've been here for about 14 years. I work 9 to 5 in commercial real estate. I also have 2 businesses. I have a managing company as well as a residential cleaning company. 2 of my ladies are here from the Dirt Angels. That's my company. And I have been an entrepreneur for only 3 years. But the Lord has definitely switched my life around from making my business my identity and making my identity in Him, and my business being a vessel for women to come work, for women to learn, for me to help those who are looking to manage their rental properties and things of that nature. So that's necessary. That's really what I am now. I can say 3 years ago, I didn't have that mindset. 3 years ago, it was all about, I want to have the best of the best. I was driving Mercedes. I had the Yorkie. I had the red bottoms and all the stuff. I mean, I still wear those. But it was more of the outside. So we talk about the Pharisees who only clean the outside of the cup, and that's where I was. And now with the grace of God and Him really just pulling me out of that vainness, I am here to serve Him in whatever that looks like for the women of God as well.
Thank you. And then my new sister in Christ, Jessica. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Hello. My name is Jessica, and I am a hairstylist. I am originally from Maryland. I am one of 8, and I have 2 kids. I originally moved down here, I would say in March of last year, and I slowly just built my business here, not knowing anybody. I'll say I'm from very humble beginnings, so I've moved around a lot and rebuilt my business in several different states. And so I'm just here to share my knowledge on how y'all can do that and have all the odds against you.
So Jessica, since you have the mic, I want to ask you a question. So I know you said you're not from here, and I know being in real estate, I've gotten a lot of women ask me like, how do you build your business? Like, I'm not from here. I don't know people like you. Like, for people who are not from Dallas, how did you get successful in doing hair? Because you've only literally been here for a year and your business has like took off.
I would say what I learned from moving, I'm originally from Maryland. I moved from Maryland to Florida, Florida to PA to Columbus, Columbus to Dallas. And each time I moved, I just kind of took a step back and evaluate what could I have done differently this time. The first time I was just trying to get anybody in my chair, just taking walk-ins, and I realized I wasn't getting my target person. So I started looking at other business owners. Okay, what type of clientele you have? Because if you have the clientele that I want and you offer the type of experience I like, oh, so you got the same people I want. So I'm going to network with you, and then the people that you serve is going to see my work and they're going to come gravitate to me because you got the same people I want. So I started networking with other business owners so that I can bring in the clientele that I want. And from there, it kind of just word of mouth. Word of mouth just took off. And then I hired a social media manager to kind of help just edit the content. That gives people a visual. It brought some people in, but word of mouth and just networking did a lot for me because nobody knew me. And from there, just the grace of God, honestly, just putting that fire in me to keep going even when times are tough, really did it.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, AK, I have a question for you. So, what drives you to keep going in business, and how do you stay strong when faced with setbacks? Because I know, being a mother, and you can throw motherhood in there too, being a mother, and for us who aren't mothers either, like, when you have so many businesses, how do you keep going?
So I would say my main motivation is definitely my daughters. I would say that I come from humble beginnings too, so I think that I've lived a lot of different lives already, and I'm 35, by the way. But there was a lot of times where I was just really hustling, and I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And I work really hard now because I want to set a good example for my daughters, and I don't want my daughters to have to get anything out of the mud. I want to pass something on to them. I want them to know that their mom is knowledgeable, and I can teach them something and build something for them later in life. And although it is a little hard sometimes, I'm very blessed that my mom, she's sitting at the table right there. She helps me so much with my kids, and I don't know what I would do without my mom. When I was younger, I think we bumped heads a lot, and now that I'm older, I appreciate her so much, and I realize we bump heads so much because we're the same person, so with the same personalities that happens. And now, I see my daughter, she's 5, and I see she has me and her. So, jokes on me. But yeah, no, I've had setbacks, and I think even to piggyback on what Miss Tammy said, Lexus's mom, a lot of my success was always sitting on the other side of fear. So I think I talked myself out of a lot of things, like, if I do this, is it worth it? Or are people gonna be looking at me like, oh, she's doing too much? The best thing that I could tell somebody is don't worry about what nobody thinks. And if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. So your business is always only going to be as good as you're putting into it, right? So if I start a business and I just automatically feel entitled that, oh, because I have friends or I know people, it's gonna flourish. No, you have to work really hard. It doesn't matter if you have all the money in the world to open various businesses. If you're not putting into your business and you're not really planning and thinking about long-term and short-term goals, it's not going to work that way. And as a business owner, I can tell you as well, sometimes you have highs and sometimes you have lows, but you have to just keep going. And I would say surround yourself around people that are like-minded as well. When I first opened a couple businesses, I know how I am. I love my friends. I'm a big supporter. I'm going to repost your stuff all the time. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to show up for you all the time. That wasn't the case when I started opening businesses. I noticed that a lot. I was like, dang, I thought my friends were going to show up for me like I did. But that should never even matter because I've had people that I've known for months or a year that have shown up way more than friends that I've had for over 10 years. So don't ever let that deter you from anything either, because there's people there that want to help you, and your kids and your family and people that love you, they're there watching and they're there for you. So I would just encourage anyone that is thinking about starting a business, honestly, you're not ever really ready. Of course you have to plan, but you just got to go for it, because that success and those accomplishments really are sitting on that other side of fear.
Thank you so much. And I know I will say just being in real estate, you really do think that when you start that business, it's going to be the people that are surrounding you at that time that's going to support you, and it's the complete opposite. It's going to be the people you don't know, the people that they know that their people is very seldom going to be your friends and your family that's going to support you. But the enemy tries to play tricks on your mind that says, oh, you can't do that because they don't support you. No, I can't do this. So you keep going. If your mama don't support you, your brother don't support you, keep going. Your cousin might, and they friend might, you know. The girl on Instagram might. The fact that y'all are all here, I don't know half of the room, and y'all are here in support of a vision that God gave me. So it's just like, it's not, none of my family's here except for my mom and my sister, you know. So it's just like, you got to keep going. So Britt, I have the same question for you. What drives you to keep you going when you have setbacks?
So I think what drives me, and this might be, I'm not sure, I'm the only child. I'm not sure how many people have like this part of your life where your parents just made you like the thing that had to do it. Like, so I was the only child. I was adopted at 2 months. My parents, I met my biological mother later on in life, so this wasn't like a family adoption. So my parents had put me on a pedestal. So it was always like, you have to succeed, like you have to do this. Like it was ballet, tap dance, it was in front. I remember as a child being in front of our patio sliding doors, reciting my essays for church over and over and over. I learned the books of the Bible at the age of 3, all of them. my preschool teacher was a Christian, and so I learned all the books of the Bible very young. So that became a piece of me that now later in life, I just met Lex last year, by the way. So later in life, Lex told me like, well, maybe you have like this people pleasing thing that you don't even know about. And that has been my driving force, has been, I want to please people like I did my parents. Like I want to be successful like my parents wanted me to be. Like that is where I get my drive from. I don't have children unless you count my father, who's 74. He is my child. Because if anyone has older parents, they are as stubborn as the little ones, for sure. So I don't have children, so I can't have what AK has right now. I had a hysterectomy at 32. I won't have natural children. So I don't have that drive. So it's like, at what point do you really find out what your drive is? Until recently, until I gave my life to the Lord last year, my driving force was people pleasing. Now, fast forward to today, my driving force is what the Lord has for me and what He wants me to give to women that I come across. My driving force is me being able to, I have two of my angels, I have the dirt angels, so 2 of my angels are actually out working. I have 2 here. And one of them just lost their job maybe about a month ago, and she goes to my church and she's just like, I need something, whatever you have for me. And I remember praying to the Lord for increase in my business, increase in my business, increase in my business. And we always ask for that front end of the blessing. But that back end of the blessing is something different. That back end of the blessing means that you're going to be responsible. That back end of the blessing is like you are going to be where people are going to be leaning on you, coming to you for advice, coming to you to strengthen them, coming to you to encourage them. Like I can ask for the increase, but what does the increase mean? That means more employees, or that means more women that are coming to me for a job. That means more people asking me about business. Am I going to be ready for that? I can only be ready for that if I'm grounded in the Word, if I'm grounded in God. And so now my driving force is, Lord, what do you have for me where I can glorify your kingdom?
Thank you so much. That is good. Let's clap that up. And to piggyback off that, I think, we sometimes, again, like you said, we pray for the increase, but it's just like sometimes we don't realize how we are. Like for me, I struggle with selfishness. My friend says I have only child syndrome, and I'm not even the only child, but I'm the only girl and I'm the baby. And you don't realize how selfish you are. And when you're praying for increase, that also means God is going to make you give more. The more you get, the more you give. That's how you continue to get. So shout out to that, Brittany. And ladies, they said to talk with the mic up because they can't hear in the back. So Jessica, I'm gonna switch the question on you. What was your lowest moment in business, and how did you rebuild your confidence and resilience?
Hard one, guys. That's hard because there's a lot of low moments in each low moment, I had just to pivot on how I can be better. Because there was one point I felt like I was on top of everything. Before clients leave, I would rebook them, have my schedule out in advance, had everything laid out perfectly. And there was one season where everybody just kept canceling. And I was looking at my bank account, I looked at my savings, used up the savings, people wasn't booking, and I was like, dang, I gotta change up the policy. So each low moment, I just had to take a step back and figure out how to do things better. How can I function better? How can I set up these systems better to where I'm secure? Or, every time a low moment happens, I'll look back or I'll reflect and see, okay, God, what is it that I'm not seeing that I need to work on in the business or at home? And so I feel like how I navigate that is just reflecting and figuring out how to put better systems in place.
I just want to say I'm really grateful to be here because out of all the times I've wanted to start a business and kind of
Just had a hard time focusing. It's so annoying. This is alcoholic ice cream. Sounds kind of interesting. Bourbon vanilla with Heath bar pieces. We'll see how this tastes.